that's okay. Okay, maybe not. Justine, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, sorry, I'm in a car. I have my mask on. But hi, I'm Justine. I'm from New York City. I'm also part of the Finesse Media team, and I'm excited about this event. Mental health is important, and I'm looking forward to what the speakers have to say.
Cool, thank you. Jenna, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Jenna. I am also part of the Finesse Media team. I'm one of the interns. I'm in the car right now on my way to the Outer Banks. So, but I am from New Jersey, but I go to school in Philly. I go to Drexel. Yeah, and I'm super excited about this event. I love that we have these every quarter and get to kind of chill and relax and take care of our mental health. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jenna. Angelique?
Hi, everyone. My name is Angelique. I'm also one of the interns in the Finesse Media community, and I'm currently based in San Jose, and I am in my house, and I'm really excited for this event just because this is something I really needed, and I just want to hear what everyone has to say too.
Awesome. Julie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, rather, depending on where you are. I'm Julie. I'm also with the Finesse Media team. I think this event was really timely, and it's coming at a good time for a lot of people, the more like of my friends that I talk to. So yeah, I'm just excited to get into it.
Thank you, Julie. GK, are you in the background? Would you like to introduce yourself? Hi, GK.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm GK, also known as Kingston. And it's a lovely, I just logged in, so I didn't hear some of the beginning, but it's a lovely Saturday morning in sunny California. So getting my vitamin D.
GK, it always looks so beautiful when you're outside and taking your phone calls outside.
It's great that I can. So, and there's no noise in the background. Sometimes there's leaf blowers and construction and stuff. So.
Gotcha.
I'm glad to be here.
We're happy to have you. We love you, GK. Wendy, are you in the background? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. Sorry, my camera's off and making my internet slower. But hi, I'm Wendy. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I am a freelance social media manager. I'm happy to be here.
Wendy, thank you for coming to my birthday celebration.
Oh, it was a really fun event. Thank you for hosting it and for everyone for joining as well.
Yeah, we love you, Wendy. You're part of the Finesse fam.
Thank you. Love you guys too.
Cool. Hey, Saeed. Welcome in.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Good. We are so excited to have you today.
I'm excited to be here. This is great.
We have a bit of a small group, and so I'm gonna let a couple folks join in and just introduce themselves, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool. Who else did I not call on? Kit Kat, I saw you. Did Kit Kat disappear? Oh, I think she disappeared. Oh, there she is.
I'm still here. My Wi-Fi is just super slow.
That's okay.
Hey, everyone.
Kit Kat, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'd love to. Hey, y'all. I'm Kit Kat. I'm from Los Angeles, and I work with Finesse as night coordinator intern. So, woo.
Yeah.
Cool. Kevin, I know you're packing in the background. Would you like to introduce yourself really quickly?
Sure. Hey, everybody. I'm packing. I'm about to go home right after this event ends, but my name is Kevin. I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm also a Finesse Media intern, and I'm very happy to be here with everybody.
Cool. Thank you, Kevin. Isabella Bedoya, are you there? Oh, yay. Oh, your Wi-Fi is cutting out. Can you hear us?
Can I hear you?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, hey.
Okay, hey, how's it going?
Hey,
You want to
how are
introduce
you?
yourself?
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Isabella. I just came to support and to watch today's panel. It's gonna be exciting. But yeah, thank you, Alexi, for putting this together.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Izzy, Molly can't make it anymore.
That's okay. That's okay.
Just making sure you knew.
Yeah, I do have to jump off in like an hour, but yeah, I'm here for it.
Cool. Thank you. Jenna, I see you in the background. Would you like to introduce yourself really quickly?
Yeah, hi. Sorry I can't have my camera on right now.
That's okay.
I'm currently just getting home, but I'm Jenna. I'm an MBA student right now, and I have a degree in music industry, and I've been going to a lot of music industry events over the pandemic, and I went to a few of these, so I've really liked it so far, and I'm really excited to see what this event is about and things like that. So I'm excited. So thank you for having it.
Jenna, how is your job search going?
It's going better. I actually just got a part-time job at Live Nation for the summer.
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm going to be working at a concert venue in right outside of Philadelphia. So it's going to be a fun thing to do for the summer. So
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Jenna and I had connected a few months ago and we were working on her resume together. So Jenna, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything from you too. So thanks for having this event too.
No problem. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started now that we have more folks on here. So thank you everybody for joining us for our music and mental health event. Today we have an amazing guest, Saeed, who I met very recently on a Clubhouse panel. And I was so moved by the meditation and the breath work that we did in just the few minutes that I was on, and I've been hopping on it. Saeed, I think I've seen you on probably five different Clubhouses in the last week. But I'm very excited to be introducing Saeed to our Finesse Media community, because in the midst of transitioning from the pandemic to post-pandemic, I know that there's a lot of confusion and that there are a lot of folks who, just need an additional support. And every quarter we try to host a Finesse Media mental health event to support our community. So we hope that you will have an amazing experience. Today we'll have Saeed talk a little bit about his experience. We'll talk about just what it means to take care of your mental health. We'll also do some breakout rooms, and then we'll jump into some mental health exercises at the end. So Saeed, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So hi guys, my name's Saeed. I'm a producer, I'm a DJ, and I also run a company called Kinetic Vibes. With Kinetic Vibes, we teach children mindfulness through hip hop culture, creativity, technology, and yoga. So a lot of my work professionally is how to teach children to express themselves, find their identity, and to use art as a way in order to express, their emotions and to process and to learn healthy coping mechanisms. I met Alexis in a room where, I was doing a breathing practice there, and there's so many different ways in order to find your own mental health exercises, things that'll keep you, happy, healthy, and sane. And there's things that we've known for thousands of years that just help us as humans. And so combining, old school knowledge with some new school philosophies is kind of where I'm at. And, I'm much like you guys, an artist too. I came up through the dance music scene. I was a DJ with, doing electronic music, and opened up for a plethora of artists and all that. And that experience has taught me a lot, being, very active in the music scene. And so, it can become stressful and it can become catty and all these other things. And keeping your peace while everything else is not so peaceful is a challenge, but it's possible. And I hope that through this experienced today, that you could take something away in order to carry that forward.
Thank you, Saeed. I actually was wondering if you would be willing to maybe lead us through a breathing exercise to start us off.
Yeah, sure. Let me drink some water really quick.
Okay, awesome.
So wherever you're at, go ahead and find somewhere comfortable to sit. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a practice called alternate nostril breathing. Basically, what this means is that you're going to breathe through each side of your nose. I'm going to guide you through it, but I just wanted to give you the preface so you guys know what's going on. You're using your right hand the whole time, and you're going to use your thumb to cover the right side of your nostril, and you're going to use your ring finger to cover the left. And so the way that we're going to start is you're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to cover your right nostril with your thumb. You're going to breathe out the left. And then you'll breathe in through the left. Using your ring finger, cover the left, breathe out the right. And then breathe in through the right. Cover the right, exit out the left. And then breathe in through the left. Cover the left, breathe out the right. And then breathe in through the right. Cover the right, breathe out the left. I want you to close your eyes and continue to do this at your own pace for a minute. Making sure that your exhalations, means breathing out, is longer than your inhalations. And as you do this, allow yourself to fall into that relaxation. Allow your body to feel at ease. And now allow your mind to feel at peace. Continuing to fall deeper and deeper into your breath. Smiling as you do so. And to finish the practice, go ahead and exit out your right nostril. And after you exit out the right, allow your breathing to normalize. Feel any sensations within your body. Notice the changes that have occurred. Alternate nostril breathing is a really great way in order to bring balance to yourself. What it does is you're targeting each side of your brain and bringing oxygen to that. We don't focus on bringing oxygen to just one side of the brain or the other. We just kind of breathe. This is a great way to bring balance to your brain, to your body. And, if we were to go into a meditation, alternate nostril breathing is one of the great ways in order to fall into meditation. As you sit here, feeling the relaxation, just imagine white light beaming down from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. making you feel light and warm. All the love. All right, and with a few gentle blinks, go ahead and open up your eyes.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
And I would like to open us off with some affirmations as well. So if you all would close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart. Take a full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. At this time, if you feel comfortable, you are welcome to repeat after me or repeat these thoughts in your head. I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am abundant.
I am abundant.
I am here to provide a safe space for others.
Here to provide space for others.
I'm here to take care of myself. I love myself. And take a full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Another full deep breath in, breathe in. And a full deep breath out. And take a moment to center yourself and set an intention for today. Whatever reason it is that you decided to come out and take care of your mental health this afternoon or this morning. Take one moment to focus on just that thought. And then slowly start to blink your eyes open. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with discussing a little bit about Saeed's background and the importance of mental health. Before we do so, Molly couldn't make it today. So she did leave us with a very kind message. So she put together just a few tips for us in regards to our mental health. And that will hopefully set the tone for the event. Hopefully you're already feeling a little bit relaxed. Are you all doing okay back there? Nobody fell asleep? Okay, cool. I fall asleep during meditation sometimes, so I try not to, but sometimes I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Give me just one moment.
If you fall asleep during meditation, it means you needed the rest.
Yep, that's true. That is so true. Okay, let me just let Justine back in. She fell out of the room. Maybe she fell asleep in the background. Okay, so one second. I just got to share my screen. I have so many tabs open. Here we go. And I see some new folks who came in. Hi, Christina. Hi, Nick. Hello, everybody. Okay, so share screen and oops, just give me a second. Technical difficulties back here. All right. Oops. Sorry, y'all. I have a very tiny laptop, and as I switch from screen to screen, not all of the tabs are easy to find. So 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Share screen, share sound, and oops. Okay, that's not it. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I can't find this item. Give me just one moment. You know what? I'm going to, instead of sharing her video, I will just share the sound so you all can hear it. All right. Is everybody feeling relaxed? I know a couple of you turn off your screens, and that's totally fine.
Totally okay.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Show all windows. Oh, that's not it either. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Okay. You all are going to get an insight into all of my emails. I have a ton of emails in here. Okay, here we go.
Hi there.
Oops.
Oh, there you go. It worked.
Oh, you can see it and hear it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Here we go.
Hi there. I am hoping you're having an awesome day. I am so sorry that I'm not going to be with you today. I know you're learning some epic stuff about mental health and the industry, and I wanted to say hello and also give you a few tips because I really, really want to make sure that you have every tool you need to feel successful with mental health and the music industry. So in case you don't know who I am, I'm Molly Eliasoff. I specialize in helping high profile people, which includes artists. My favorite people to work with are musicians and actors and dancers, really be their best self, their most expansive, greatest self. And I think that's important for two reasons. I think, and you probably know this, the more you're in the spotlight, the more isolated you can feel. And the second piece is the more you're able to make impact, the more people you touch, right? And so I'm really passionate about helping the world feel like their fullest, greatest self. And that happens through impact. Anyway, okay, so if you're in the industry and you're struggling with mental health, we're gonna do two things. If you're working with someone who's struggling with mental health, and then if you're in the industry and you're struggling with mental health. First and foremost is to know that it is healthy and normal. Even if you don't want to call it mental health or you're grappling with how to classify it, just understand that your body's telling you something, your mind is telling you something. You deserve to get the support and the tools that you need to feel like you're thriving. Now, that's going to look like so many different things. I didn't include that I've been a psychotherapist also for 14 years. And so that might mean therapy, that might mean consulting, that might mean coaching, that might mean spiritual guidance, but you deserve the support that you need to make sure you feel like your best self. One of the things that I see the most in the music industry is doubt. Doubt about how well the project will do, doubt about someone's skill and capabilities, again, whether that's on the supportive team side or in the artists themselves, and really grappling with trying to feel like their biggest, greatest self. Maybe you don't even think that way, maybe it's just feeling like yourself and good enough. And I want to remind you that it's okay to have those feelings, and it's also okay to do some work on feeling more like yourself because the world needs you. Okay, so that's like the fundamental on both sides. Make sure you have supports, know that you really deserve that, and know that there are ways to make it easier. Now, if you're supporting an artist or you are the artist, and you're trying to help the artist thrive more, it's so important to remember that your gift is complex. The ability to create beautiful music, to create sound and art that you're giving to other people that starts to stay timeless, because there's very little tweaking unless you're doing the live performance over time, is a challenge within itself. The goal is not to create this epic masterpiece that's going to like forever stand the test of time. It's to provide a piece of you. And that's so important. No artist gets it right with one try. Giving yourself the space to be able to just nourish who you are and share that with the world is the gift in itself. So I know we covered a lot of ground today, and there's so much more that I'd love to share with you. So hopefully I'll be able to talk to you and connect to you soon. But I hope this was a nice starter tip to get you jump-starting your morning or your day and the mental health that you really deserve support around. All right, talk soon. Bye.
All right, that was Miss Molly, who Izzy Bedoya was so kind to introduce us to, and we hope to have her on another event in the future. So thank you, Izzy. I appreciate you so much. Awesome. So we'll jump right into it. So Saeed, can you tell us why a discussion on mental health is important to you?
I know actually that it's so deeply a part of who we are, especially as artists. We feel, so connected to the world, and your mentality dictates everything, how you view the world, what you view about yourself, what you see out of what you're capable of doing. All these things play into mental health. And so I think it's the most important thing. Honestly, it's just as important as physical health. But we neglect it a lot, and so that's where I came to this conclusion, of teaching mindfulness and all this stuff. Is it's how your frame of mind in which you view the world is the number one indicator of how you're going to operate. Might as well give you a great frame of mind.
You created a really amazing organization with hip hop and mindfulness. What was the idea around that, and how is it going?
I fell into it. I didn't found it. My partner, he's the founder. But he's an after school teacher, or not an after school teacher. He's a school teacher, and he got asked to teach a summer program. And so that's where he originally piloted the program, of it being a like music production podcast type of thing, and they found that it was really healing for children. And where we're at now is, we've done over 35 schools. We've been at a drug rehabilitation school. We have worked with like anti-human trafficking organizations, and it's just, as we're growing more, we're finding more interesting ways in order to engage in mindfulness. I feel like a lot of the people that talk about it, especially when they talk to children, it comes from a very like sterile place, and it's very like by the book, and children don't get stuff by the book. They get stuff when it's fun. So I think that's where we're unique, in that we make mindfulness fun and interesting and engaging. So it's been I never thought I'd be doing this work, to be honest with you. It totally fell onto me. It found me. I didn't find it, but I'm so thankful and glad. It just provides me so much more joy each and every day.
Yeah, especially with children in BIPOC communities, you typically don't see something like this.
Right.
Yoga has become so Americanized as well, where it's pushed in a lot of, it's pushing a lot of young white communities. And so for it to be offered in a hip hop space is really amazing, because
Well, you know what too is, everybody thinks, or not everybody, but the general consensus is yoga is the physical practice. That's only 1/16 of what yoga encompasses, and yoga actually is to do something with awareness. That's really what it is. It's just to get your mind, body, and soul all acting in one direction. You do that through the physical practice, through the breath work, through all of these different things. And so, when you break it down like that, that's when we started to look at things in a more rounded approach, rather than just how can we get someone to do tree pose. The pose actually doesn't mean anything. It's what does the pose get you to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually wanted to ask, so a lot of us have been focusing on, or not focusing on, but struggling with post-pandemic depression or post-pandemic confusion. Do you have any tips or advice for folks that are experiencing any adversity in the current state of mind that we're in?
I would take an inventory of yourself, right? Like, take some time to figure out, what does it mean to be you as an individual, and as the world kind of opens back up, and we're going to see a lot of murkiness, honestly. And if you are rooted in who you are, no matter the outside environment, you will be comfortable with yourself, right? Chaos is going to happen. It's just part of life. Life is chaotic. The goal is not to maintain or to control the chaos. It's just going to be there. But to feel calm within the midst of all of it. And you do that through a variety of things. Meditation is a great way to do it. But even as artists, creating music and creating music for the sole reason of expression. not to sell it, not to distribute it, not at all, any of these things, just to express. And you can still have times where you make music to, for radio or for commercials or whatever it is, but save some time and allot some time where it's just for you and it's your own practice, and so maybe a practice might look like you meditate for 10 minutes and then you journal entry, right? Or you meditate and then you write a song, or you play, your instrument for, 15, 20 minutes without an idea as to what you're going to play, right? Just freestyle it. Stuff like that, where you're just allowing yourself to kind of intuitively move through your body and your mind, really helps keep you solid, even as the world around you is not so solid.
What about for when we're just facing adversity? So say, for example, I'm an artist or I'm someone in the music industry and I have writer's block. So what would you suggest for someone who has writer's block, or someone who feels like they're struggling to create?
So writer's block comes from a place where you're pouring from an empty cup. You feel as though there is nothing that can flow out of you. And in order to get to a full cup, you got to do things that feed your soul. And sometimes that means not even making music, but it means experiencing life, having things that where you go and do, you might go and like walk, you might go and, watch some TV, whatever it is. If you have like some favorite shows, you might try a different discipline for some time. I suggested journal writing. Sometimes creating in another form helps fuel your creativity in other facets. We're much more interconnected as far as like what we are capable of than what we tell ourselves. We think that we're just this one dimension and that this is who we are. No, you're multiple dimensions. You have so many facets to yourself. Explore that. What does that look like for you? Someone might enjoy ballet and then want to be a heavy metal artist, right? It's that those two don't have to be separated. You can be one and the same. You show up in these different places as you, right? You bring yourself to whatever arena that you're in. And so with writer's block, a lot of the time I feel like it just comes from a place of lack. And in order to come to grow out of that, rather, do things that fuel your soul, do things that help you feel more comfortable within your own body and mind, and take breaks. There is nothing wrong with just stepping back and saying, I'm going to stop writing for 2 weeks or a week or a month. I've literally stopped producing music for 2 to 3 months at a time, and it's not because I didn't want to. It was just, I'm not going to force myself into this, to making something that's not genuine, that's not within what I feel like creating. It then creates a disconnect, and it's okay. And I've become so comfortable with that idea.
Mm-hmm. Saeed, how did you get into the mental health space? How did you get into this being a thing that was important for you?
I think that's just like a lifelong journey that I just fell into, honestly. It started years ago. I think the idea started years ago when I discovered Tony Robbins, and he talked about emotional intelligence. And there was this really great talk where he spoke about anger and how he was on a trip in this like safari zone, and they were going through the wilderness, basically, on one of these like exhibitions, and their car broke down, and he was saying how he was mad, but the guy next to him was like, I'm just peeved, I'm a little annoyed that this happened. And he was like, how can you be peeved at this time? Like, you should be just like scared and all these things. He's like, no, this is a story Tony Robbins is telling. He's saying this guy was just, he was more annoyed than he was angry. And I actually experienced a lot of anger throughout my childhood. So much so to the point in where I had hurt others around me. And it made me realize I cannot let my anger control me. I can't let this out, because it's going to destroy everything around me. I'm going to destroy everything around me. And so when I heard that talk, it really kind of clicked in my head of, wow, I'm totally in control of what I feel. But getting to the point where, you have that control, recognizing it and practicing it are two very different things. But through time, you kind of learn how to practice it more and in what ways you can practice it. So that's just been my journey on mental health. And then discovering kinetic vibes and getting into yoga and meditation is just really just shot me through the moon as far as my understanding about, all of these things and why it's so important, and it's literally your mindset dictates everything.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. I feel like this is a really great point for us to break out into breakout rooms and for some of the folks to get to know each other and just discuss what they have been going through. So I've come up with a few prompts. You had some great ones. Could you remind me the ones that you had suggested?
Yeah, let me look it up really quick.
So I'm going to break us up into two groups, and some of you will be with me, some of you will be with Saeed. And what I'd like to do is have us go into just a couple of things. So based off of who's in what group, you're welcome to choose, Saeed. If you want to use your prompts, then I'll probably use some of your prompts as well. Can you remind me what your prompts were?
I talked about writer's block, emotional outlets, and relationship building.
Awesome. So when we split up into groups, go ahead and spend a little bit of time introducing yourselves. If anyone's not comfortable with these breakout rooms, feel free to not talk to, because I know that sometimes it can be a little bit scary to share your feelings with other people, and it can be a little bit difficult to express those things, but it might be good to just sit in and listen and learn from some of the other folks that are here. We're here to create a safe space for you, but introduce yourself, and then we'll start off with two things that you're grateful for. And then the third prompt can be of your choice. So if that's that you want to share something that's been stressing you out lately, that's totally fine. Or Saeed, you said something about relationships. Can you remind me what that was?
Relationship building, how to build and maintain relationships, because
Awesome.
Our industry is literally relationships.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, why don't we break out into groups, and then again, introduce yourself. The second thing will be what you're grateful for. And I guess actually to make it easy on you, let's see. Saeed, do you have a third prompt that you want to give them?
What you're grateful for, what's your greatest quality?
I love that. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break us up into two groups. And does anyone have any questions before we hop into these breakout sessions? Okay, awesome. So I will just go ahead and create two rooms and then go ahead and just jump into them. All right. Are you all able to jump in? Hello. All right. I think this is my group. Do I have everybody? No? Did I lose everyone? Hold on. Where did you all go?
Are we all coming back here?
They've got 30 more seconds, then they'll all come back.
Oh, okay. I got you. Cool. Cool. That was awesome. There we go. Oh, you're muted, Alexa. There you go.
There we go. Hey y'all, how are the breakout rooms? How's yours, Saeed?
It was really great. We had some great questions.
Awesome.
And, yeah, how was yours?
It was good. We spoke about, actually, does anyone want to jump in and give feedback? Because I can talk all day. So anybody want to chat about what they got out of their breakout rooms? And it could be from Saeed's team or from my team. I'll call on someone. Christina?
On. Okay, got it unmuted. What I got from our breakout group was that there are a lot of people that are kind of struggling with just direction. That's pretty much what I got it from, and learning where to source your guidance is like key to finding yourself, as well as like weird as that is, like finding the best guidance outside normally helps what you find within, because if you can create your environment on the outside, it also helps what's going on the inside. So that's kind of what I got from the group, is that people there's a main like struggle, and it's like guidance pretty much. Anyway.
That's awesome. Also, Christina, it's so great to connect with you.
I know. It's good. We'll have to talk later soon.
Awesome. Yeah. Justine, what did you get out of your breakout room?
Sorry, it's a little loud where I am. What I got out of it is, being in touch with your feelings and what you want in order to help you become a better and happier person, and to just like really be honest with yourself and reevaluate the things going on in your life that maybe you would like to change, and to be active, be actionable, and work towards that.
Nice. Anyone from my group want to jump in and talk about what they experienced? GK, maybe?
We were just, hi, everybody. We were talking about the reopening, how to adjust to, I guess, even though I'm not such a fond fan of the new normal, but I mean, that's really what it is. And how we are trying to get the hang of it, get our legs for it, I guess. I don't know. And if someone else wants to help supplement what I'm saying.
Mac, do you want to jump in?
Yeah. For me, what was really comforting about the breakout sessions was everybody seems to be feeling similarly about being excited about going back, but also really nervous about how do we interact with people in this new world, and also just coming out of just being cooped up in the home for so long. Like how is it going to be getting back into that? And also just, we didn't really talk about this, but going at the speed that we were before the pandemic, I'm really nervous about that. I don't know how we can continue that pace. So yeah.
Anyone else want to hop in? No? Okay, awesome. Well, what I would like to do is, Saeed, did you want to jump in?
Yeah, we had some really great questions, and I'm so glad that both Christina and Justine had taken, away that point of self. But, we were just talking about how there's going to be a lot of emotions that come up around, and just the more rooted you are in what you're experiencing in your own voice, the easier it will be to differentiate between other people's voices that are around, and to know the difference between what is your pain versus what is someone else's pain. And the more clear that we get on that, the easier it's going to be going forward, even as everything is uncertain and kind of chaotic and hectic.
Yeah, definitely. Saeed, would you like to maybe finish us off with a couple of mental health exercises?
Yeah, there's let's see, I'm trying to think of a good one we can end with. Well, some exercises you can do. There's one called body tapping or slapping even. So, we could even, if you just like hit your, let's see, it might be easier if I do like, if you go like this, right? Just kind of like tapping your head, and then going on to your neck and your shoulders, and just tapping all around. This is great if you've got like a headache, in your temple here too, on your cheeks. All these things. This is a really great way to just get a sense of relief. And the same idea is you could slap yourself too. So, if I slap my shoulder here, right, I got some tensity here. If I do this for 5 minutes, my shoulder is going to feel super loose. You could switch sides too. You can slap it hard. I mean, you guys hear like how hard I'm actually slapping myself. This doesn't hurt. It actually feels really great. And so these are both really easy practices, physical practices you could do. Even just now, right? Like how much of a difference do you feel within yourself? We did that for a minute, and that already, I feel a lot better. Another practice you could do, the alternate nostril breathing is good. There is another breathing practice called Wim Hof, which would actually take a little more time than maybe we have allotted. But basically, it's 30 breaths in and out with your mouth, like that. And then the last breath, you go in and you push all out, and you hold. And it's actually really important to focus on the breath hold, because what ends up happening is it processes the oxygen within your body, and it actually gives you more oxygen. Like it has, you get more oxygen rich, and then the oxygen that your body is taking in also goes longer, and you can breathe deeper and all these other things. We could probably end it with that. We could probably do the 3 rounds of Wim Hof, but I'll share a couple other practices too. There is something called mantra, which comes from a lot of different mantras, but mantra at its core comes from Sanskrit. And the beautiful thing about Sanskrit is that it's read the same way in every direction. So up, down, left, and right, you're going to read it the same way because it's a sound, right? So the typical sound that we all know is Om, but you don't just say Om. You kind of sing it, and you guys being musicians will understand it. So if I were to say it correctly, it would be and you can feel the vibration within your body, right? And that vibration, why it's so fundamental, is because our bodies are always vibrating. We're electromagnetic. We have electricity running within us, and we operate at a frequency, all the time. Right now, you're already at a certain frequency. I can't tell you that, what frequency you are. That's like some magician stuff. But when you recite mantras, when you sing these mantras, what you're doing is you're having your body come to a certain vibration, come to a certain frequency, and then you're inviting the world around you to meet you with that frequency, right? And so when we do these practices, we're physiologically raising the vibration within our body, and it not only brings a sense of peace, but it also actually changes the way that you see the world, experience the world, and the world interacts with you. So there's a lot of different mantras. They go for a depth of things, it could be for prosperity or for peace or removing negativity or whatever it is. And a really great resource for it is a page called Meditative Mind. Let me actually put that in the chat here. And within this page, they have like frequencies that you can listen to. They have guided meditations. They have mantras. All of these things. It's an amazing page, a great resource. I would highly suggest it. So
Meditative Mind is such a great resource. I use it myself.
All the time, I can't tell you how many mantras that I've discovered just going through that page, and there's like thousands of them. It's wild, and they all do different things, and they're all for different reasons. And absolutely, I'm happy to share. So why don't we end it with doing one round of Wim Hof? Remember, it's in and out through the mouth. And the last breath, I'll tell you when it's the last one too. You're going to take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out and hold as long as you can.
Saeed, do you mind if I play some meditative music in the background as well while we
Not
do
at all.
this?
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Because this is a great way to raise your vibrations as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so as she's starting to get the music together, go ahead and get comfortable. Sit with your spine as straight as you can. Relax your shoulders. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to be doing 30 breaths in and out. You ready? Cool. Go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Last one. And deep breath out. Go ahead and hold your breath. All right, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold. And exhale. We could do the 2 more rounds if you guys are up for it. All right, cool. So go ahead and begin the next round in 3, 2, 1. Last one, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And hold your breath. If you feel tingling in your fingers and your toes, that's totally normal. All right, go ahead and take a deep breath in. And hold. All right, and let it out. We'll do one more round, starting in 3, 2, 1. Last one, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Hold. Imagine yourself just floating as you hold your breath here. All right, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. All right, breathe out, keeping your eyes closed. Allow the energy to settle within your body. Notice any changes that have occurred. Before we open up our eyes, we're going to finish off with one more practice. I want you to go ahead and bring your palms together. Start rubbing them together very vigorously, generating a lot of heat, a lot of heat, a lot of heat. You should feel this all throughout your hand. Heating up, heating up, heating up. And you're going to rub across your chest, spreading that warmth and love to your chest. And then you're going to bring your palms back, rub them together very vigorously, generating a lot of heat, a lot of heat, a lot of heat. And starting with the V of your neck, massage your throat. Get a little bit of your shoulders in there. And one more time. A lot of heat, a lot of heat, a lot of heat. Rubbing your palms together. And you're going to massage your face and your cheekbones, tap your temple, and get anywhere where you feel like you need a little bit of relief. And go and put your palms back, face up on your knees, and smile. Practicing gratitude for the day. Appreciating breath that is life. And congratulating yourself for showing up here, joining in on this practice, and making time for your own well-being. I want to thank you guys for the space, for this time, for being here. And before we end, we're just gonna put our palms together. Namaste.
Namaste.
And with a few gentle blinks, go ahead and open up your eyes.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you guys.
That was amazing. All right, everybody. Also, Saeed, I was planning on doing the exact same practice with everyone so that we are on the same wavelength.
I knew it when you posted. It was so crazy. You posted about yoga, and I literally just got done with my yoga practice on that day when you tagged me in that post. And so I was like, all right, we're definitely on the same vibration here.
Yeah, we really are. It's amazing. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us this afternoon or this morning. And hopefully you got something out of this. So whatever it is, we hope that you know you have a safe space here with us. I'm sure Saeed would be happy to connect with you all as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, if anyone has any questions or would like to stick around, please feel free to stay on. I'll leave this open just for a little bit longer if anyone needs additional support. But thank you all so much. And thank you, Saeed, for joining us today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right.